The story of Arav. From struggles to success. Arav was born in a small village where opportunities were scarce and poverty was a daily reality. His father worked hard as a laborer, and his mother did stitching jobs to support the family. They barely earned enough to put food on the table. Arav often saw his parents fighting tears while hiding their struggles. And as a child, he promised himself that one day he would change their life. From an early age, Arav was different. While other children spent hours playing, he loved sitting under the shade of trees, imagining a better future. But dreams alone don't feed empty stomachs. In school, Arav was not among the toppers. He failed repeatedly in exams, which made his teachers scold him and friends laugh at him. "You will never achieve anything," they mocked. The words hurt him deeply, but somewhere inside, he refused to accept that as his destiny. One evening, after failing an important exam, Arav sat alone under a tree. Tears rolled down his cheeks as he questioned himself. Was he really useless? His grandmother noticed him and sat beside him. In her calm, gentle voice, she told him, "My child, remember this. A river doesn't cut through a rock because of its power, but because of its persistence. If you don't stop, no wall can stop you." That one sentence became his guiding light. The phase of struggles and lessons. From then on, Arav decided he would not measure his worth by exams or people's opinions. He woke up before sunrise, studied with determination, and worked small, part-time jobs to support his family. Sometimes he worked at tea stalls, sometimes as a helper in shops, and sometimes carrying heavy loads at the market. His hands grew rough, but his dreams grew sharper. Late at night, when the village went quiet, Arav would sit under a dim lantern, reading borrowed books and practicing problems again and again. Many nights, hunger distracted him, but he trained his mind to stay focused. He learned one golden rule of life. Hard work might not give results immediately, but it never goes wasted. But life is not a straight road. Despite all his efforts, Arav failed his college entrance exam. His relatives mocked him, his friends left him, and even his parents silently feared he might never succeed. For weeks, Arav fought with self-doubt. But every time he thought of giving up, his grandmother's words echoed in his ears. Persistence cuts through every rock. The turning point attempts determined not to waste time. Arav started learning skills outside books. He learned basic repairing, customer service, and later, small business tricks by observing shopkeepers. With borrowed money, he tried opening a tiny workshop. It was a disaster. Hardly anyone came. People didn't trust him, and some even laughed at his ambition. He went into debt. But instead of giving up, Arav treated failure as a teacher. He studied what went wrong. He learned how to talk to customers better, how to improve quality, and how to build trust. Slowly, his workshop started getting attention. A few loyal customers returned, spreading word about his honesty and dedication. As years passed, Arav's workshop grew. He hired a helper, then 2 more, and eventually expanded into a full-fledged business. The same people who once doubted him now respected him. He repaid every debt, supported his family, and ensured his parents lived comfortably. The rise to inspiration. But Arav didn't stop at financial success. He remembered the pain of being ridiculed, the struggles of hunger, and the loneliness of failure. So he began mentoring young boys and girls from his village. He told them, "Don't let people's opinions define you. Failure is not the end. It is the doorway to growth." Slowly, he became a role model. His story spread beyond his village. Local newspapers wrote about him, schools invited him as a guest speaker, and young people looked at him as living proof that persistence beats talent. The boy who once cried under a tree had become a symbol of hope. The message for everyone. Arav's journey carries timeless lessons. Success is not about talent or luck. It is about persistence, patience, and courage to rise after every fall. Life will test you again and again. People may leave you, the world may laugh at you, and situations may break you. But if you keep walking, step by step, refusing to quit, your time will come. Whenever you feel like quitting, remember Arav. Remember that every champion was once a struggler. Every successful person has a story of failures behind them. And remember, your story is still being written. Your struggles today will become your strength tomorrow. Your failures will become your fuel. Your pain will become your power. Don't stop now, because the moment you choose to continue is the moment life begins to change.